up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factored in. And get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the fight down. I need that.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds. Short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. A lot of space ahead. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it.
that one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 70 tip. Ready.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets them stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that pick six never happened.
The rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And no gain after the catch, but the gain still out across midfield. They're to the 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Nineteen tight.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Warrior 70, 60 Maverick. Go.
They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
60 Bison.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Sticking to the air here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again. He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is it going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
Richardson on third. Got his man. This is McMillan. Hits the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Throwing it again here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, if you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. All set to go now from the 35.
And an Eagle first down.
Play action, it's Richardson. Tiny Brown back-to-back plays. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
For the extra point.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Cardinals nothing.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Roll.
Now give left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Hurt. 70 Rangers, 70 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 11, go.
I'll throw it. That's incomplete left side. That one intended for Trey McBride. So it'll be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Warriors 70, 76.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got McBride complete. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Check.
At the 39-yard line.
19 Lions.
To throw here on 1st down. Hauled in again, it's McBride. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Come on, Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
Throwing again on 2nd. Brought in right side. Works it down to the edge of the red zone. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
This
7.
8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, right?
He's going to throw this one. Brought in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals chop some of the lead off before the half. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Starting this drive with a design run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Get a good push. Get a good gain. Get some positive yards. Job well done.
He'll pass it this time. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
Buffalo 18.
At the 19-yard line.
Pass play now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And they pick him off again. He's out in the clear. And the Eagles will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. As the distance, but headed well left. No good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Richardson now. Forced out to his right. He's got Devontae Smith. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson hits him on the out route. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He had it for a moment, but
Check the windows and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out better? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't say much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 33. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pass brought in by Tararoa McMillan. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. Check the Eagles.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here he goes, third and long. Left side into the hands of McBride. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Fourth down.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Working now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
8 yards.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 18-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
There he is on third and short. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals trim the lead to 1.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. He's off to the races. 40. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone. So they steal 2 points on the block kick and return.
Let's call those, Kate, some growing pains for this rookie kicker. All these kickers making the jump from college to the NFL, well, they got to adjust to a much longer kick. And you know what else they've got to adjust to? The speed and the athleticism of those defenders to block that kick. Let's call this a hard lesson learned.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw, here's Richardson. He rolls to his right. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Kate, I got a pretty good idea that he is not letting go of that football. It's headed for his mantle or maybe his family. That's a guy who was a day 3 pick. Weren't even 100% sure he's going to make the roster. And we just saw him get the first interception of his career. What a moment.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Connecting on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Goes to the hurry up here. 1st down, play action. He's got it near the 8. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Cardinals 13, Eagles 9.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Running right side by McMillan. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
Play fake. It's Richardson. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Once more now, it's Richardson. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down around the 34. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Rolling left, buying some time. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. They'll throw again, Richardson. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19-18.
Play action, it's Richardson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find A.J. Brown, and that makes it second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll throw to start the drive. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Get blocking.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Cougar 19.
Air it out on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals jump in front now by 5. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed to his running back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. First time this game they've looked to him, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Richardson on 3rd. Pass complete to Goddard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Headed out right. This is complete. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be the best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Tag! Bronco 80!
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Come on, come on. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Let's go.
3rd and goal for Richardson. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a slim 2-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Airing it out to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Buck. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Okay, break.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Cowboy 80.
Sticking to the air here. Brought in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Eagles 22.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Play action with Richardson. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Forced out to his right. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a slim 2-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. Start.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Ready. Liking 18.
He's dropping back to throw. Setting up the screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Riggs! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
3rd and long for him here. He put everything he had into this one. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Okay, it was inevitable. He's going to get an interception. You play quarterback in this league, eventually at some point you're going to throw your first. Now, most importantly, he's got to flush it and move on.
Back to throw it. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip.